Subscribe to Get Curried and click on the bell icon for more updates.
A tandoori chicken needs absolutely no introduction. We all are aware of the succulent, juicy tandoori chicken, which is nice and vibrant in color. Well, today, let's redefine the concept and make a tandoori but white in color. Hey guys, it's the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar and welcome to Get Curried. Like I said, we're making a white tandoori, yet it's going to have a little touch of spice. Now this spice is going to be in two forms. One is of course the green chilies and black peppercorn. Of course, we don't need to make it extremely spicy and there are ways of flavoring it. Let's begin chopping it, or rather slicing it to begin with. And I'm slicing it so that all the seeds can come out like so. With the back of the knife, we need to remove all the seeds. Well, this concept of de-seeding a green chili is actually going to introduce you to another concept of using chilies, and that is flavor more than the heat. Let's chop this absolutely nice and fine. Let's transfer these green chilies in a deep bowl, and this is the bowl in which we are going to start the marination. We're of course going to do an absolute basic marination. To begin with, I'm going to use ginger and garlic paste. And the next step is to add in ground peppercorns along with green cardamom. I'm going to add in peppercorns and along with this some seeds of green cardamom. Our flavor and heat quotient, which is green cardamom and black peppercorn, are both ground and ready. Let's add it to the chili and ginger garlic paste. Along with this, I'm going to add in some roasted gram flour. This is so that all the marination kind of sticks together and stays on top of the chicken. And to this, I'm going to add in just a little bit of curds. Finally, for some flavor, of course, I'm going to add in salt. Mix all of this well, and your basic marination is done and ready. Ensure that there are no lumps of the gram flour, and that's the only precaution that you need to take while making this recipe at this stage. With this, our basic marination is done and ready. The next thing that of course goes in is the chicken. Well, I have used half a chicken and I've given it gashes so that the marination seeps straight within. Well, in the description box below, there is a link in which I've shown you a detailed method of cleaning, cutting and deboning chicken. Have a look and check how I've reached this stage. Let's add it to the marination. Rub this marination nicely and evenly, ensuring that it seeps within all the gashes of the tandoori. Once the chicken is marinated, you can keep it aside for 30 minutes or keep it refrigerated overnight. Well, here comes the twist in the tale. I'm going to show you a very different way of making a tandoori. For this recipe, neither am I using an oven, nor a tandoor, nor an electric tandoor. I'm using a wok, and you can also do this in a kadhai or a pressure pan. To this hot wok, let's add in some oil. Let the oil heat up, and let's add in the piece of chicken. Well, allow this to sear on all the sides. Now, of course, it's getting seared at the bottom. After a minute or so, we'll flip it over, allow it to turn a little nice and brown in color, and then we'll see further. Our chicken is flipped twice over. Let's lower the flame and add in some water. We need to cover this and allow this to cook for a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes on low flame. While the chicken is getting cooked, let's make the second marination, which is creamy as promised before. The first thing that goes in, I'm using the same bowl because I do not want to waste the marination which is there in the bowl already. Cream in the bowl. The next thing that goes in is some cheese spread. Well, if you do not have cheese spread, you can also take processed cheese and cream it using the back of a spoon. And with this, I'm using paste of cashew nuts. Well, let's mix all of this together and let's make a nice and smooth mix. You do not need to add in salt at this stage because we've already salted the chicken and the cheese spread also has salt, remember that. Let's mix this together and your second basting mixture or marination is done and ready. It's been 15 minutes. Let's have a quick check. Well, the chicken still has some time to cook, but nevertheless, if you come a little closer and have a look, well, the marination is now become nice and runny. It's full of flavor because the juices of the chicken have also released. Time to introduce our creamy mixture, and that is the cheese, cream, cashew, and finally I'm also adding in some butter. Let's add in butter. Well, this one is salted butter. Let's give this a good mix, baste this well, and allow this to cook again for 10 to 12 minutes on high flame. We need to keep basting the chicken with this beautiful, cheesy, buttery, and creamy mix, and also keep rolling the chicken once, twice over in the same so that it gets well coated. With this, our white tandoori is done and ready, and the next and the most obvious step is to transfer this in a platter and serve it right up. With this, all you need are some sliced onions and mint. And like I told you earlier, you need absolutely nothing. No ovens, no tandoor. All you need is this on your dinner table. On that note, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to get curried.